Alrighty, welcome back everybody. I hope you have been enjoying your shaker of G Fuel here as we prepare map number 2. But maybe you're running low on G Fuel or you don't have G Fuel because you haven't tried it before. Well, now is the perfect time to pick up some G Fuel at gfuel.com by using that code Esports Mobile at checkout to save 10% off your entire purchase on gfuel.com. That's right, 10% off your entire purchase of anything on gfuel.com. Whether it's a tub, a shaker, a variety pack, even some merch, whatever the case may be, code Esports Mobile has you covered with 10% off your entire purchase at checkout. Not only do you get the amazing product that is G Fuel for 10% cheaper, but you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. This keeps the lights on, this keeps the stream going, etc., etc., etc. Once again, for the final time, that code is Esports Mobile for 10% off your purchase at gfuel.com. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We have the YouTube poll posted. Keep dropping what you think is going to happen down there. We have Elevate versus Invictus coming here into map number 2. Currently, Elevate is leading the series 1-0, and they had a quite commanding victory over Invictus, as you saw in the replays there, 13-3. That means Invictus coming into map number 2 is going to have to hold Elevate to 3 rounds or less in order to choose the server coming into map number 3. That's just the matchup we have today. We have a little bit of a difference in ping for both of these teams. Now we're about ready to hop into map number 2 here. I'm waiting for the confirmation, and we're going to have the knife, and we're going to get rid of our semi-attractive faces and hop on into what we really want to look at. Before we do so, Mantis, you got any predictions coming up for map number 2? I know you mentioned you think it's going to be a little bit closer than map 1, and I think I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so I mean, again, I think that just because map number 2 is Bureau, we're looking at, potentially a much harder fight. It's going to be at least difficult for Invictus to keep Elevate from getting 3 or less rounds just because it's Bureau. Again, it's going to depend on which side they start on. I think if they start on Coalition, maybe they could get lucky with a sweep. But I mean, if Invictus has to start off on the Breach side, I mean, it could be very well, just their pushes get stalled out by utility, and it's just going to be a lot harder for them to, keep Elevate from getting the few rounds they need just to,
Hmm.
sort of guarantee that server.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Folks, we're going to hop here into the knife round. I was just reading something here. 50-50 on the YouTube poll. 50 votes in, 50-50. A little bit closer than was in map 1, but it's interesting that you have a 50-50 because yes, Invictus now having the server advantage, you still got 50% of people thinking that even with that, Elevate's still going to pull out the W. We will see if that is the case or not. Again, Elevate leading the series 1-0. If they win map number 2, it's over. It's all she wrote. She goes on to face Team Rain in finals. If Invictus wins this, though, we will be going to map number 3. You know I drank my G Fuel, buddy. I hope you're drinking it too. Lies? If not, use that code Esports Mobile for 10% off at checkout. All right, I think we are about ready to go, waiting for the final backslash reset or restart. Shout out if you remember those days, and we will be good to go. Elevate will be starting out here on the Breach side, and Invictus will be on the Coalition side to start. So you will have the Coalition advantage for Invictus coming into this, but again, Invictus is going to have the ping advantage too, so even playing on that Breach side, it might not be as big of a deal as it normally would be. All right, we need one more meta. A player has crashed coming into this from Elevate, so we will go have to have just a slight more of a delay as they go ahead and rejoin and just make sure everything is looking good. Chat again, let us know what you think will be going on in map number 2, if Invictus or Elevate will be winning, and what will the round count be.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, if you're Invictus and you're starting off on the Coalition side, I'd probably say, the biggest thing you're thinking about right now is we really need to win this pistol round. We can't let Elevate, have any sort of advantage because winning that pistol round will obviously give them that economy advantage going into the start. And Invictus needs to try and deny, as many rounds as they possibly can as we are off the rip here. Um, And I believe we're hopping right to the pistol round right here. It's looking like Elevate going for a mid execute here. Akira opening up with that Deagle headshot onto Jeppa. That's gonna be the opening pick for Elevate. And they, as of right now, they're sort of, dominating the map control when it comes down to, I guess I should say the player advantage, not the map control. They're all kind of back in the spawn, dancing around, seeing where they should end up ultimately taking their push. Only one player holding A on the side of Invictus, so I'm not sure if Elevate is gonna read that and maybe go for the A push. It's looking like maybe we're gonna see a bit of alert coming out from B long as well, as the rest of the players bunch up over towards A. We have 4 players in Banana on the side of Elevate. A minute on the clock, and I think they're getting ready to go for this. They're gonna have to deal with 2 players in Intel though, and that's gonna be Vulgar, and he is gonna get tagged down and his teammate Pre gonna get dropped by Legion. Vulgar gonna have to do some work, see if he can't pick up 1 or 2 kills with his Deagle before getting dropped over here. He's able to find the pick onto Reborn. Only 44 HP though, and it's just gonna take 1 bullet to drop him from that Deagle. Oh, but the flank from Aries gonna come in, and he's gonna double up on 2 of those Invictus players, and Vulgar last man alive, and he's over towards the A site. And I think Elevate is already aware of this information because they're going to be gunning it over towards B, but it doesn't matter. Elevate, they picked up the pistol, and already this isn't what Invictus wants to see on their own server, and they're going to be losing that pistol. And the money just isn't there for them coming into the second round. I guess they can technically force, but it probably won't be that good. And take a look at these stats. That's very interesting. Elevate has played Bureau 6 times, and yet they only have a 33% win rate on this map. So, they're not playing on their own server, and they're not playing on a map where, statistically they've done that good in the past.
Yeah, 33% is, that's the worst I think I have seen on any map so far. Only 6 maps played, but still 6 maps, only winning 33%. Ouch. Sinzer doubling up the FP6. Legion going to delete him before he can do any more damage to his team, but I think enough damage had been done there by him. 3v3. Jeppa and Pre both rocking these shotguns, and Jeppa is going to say hi to Eerie as he pops around that corner right there. Going to switch out that shotgun for an SA. Elevate, trying to figure out what they want to do here. They're in his 2 versus 3. They did win the pistol round, but it's looking like Invictus is going to come back and win on this eco. Mixage is positioned perfectly to go ahead and say hi to both these players. Akira going to pop around the corner. He misses that first burst, but he's able to recover. Legion puts him down, though, right after. Now, 1 versus 2, Pre and Jeppa versus Legion here. 40 seconds on the clock, plenty of time to work with. He also has the bomb in hand, so if he does decide to push towards B and he's able to take down Jeppa, he should have a totally open plant. He's going to get caught here if he's not careful over inside of server. Man, the FPS timing right here. Let's take a look here at Pre. Pre's getting shot at. Oh, man, Pre landed a bunch of shots there on Legion, but Legion's got the better crosshair position. He knows where he's going to be coming from and is able to land the headshot on him. This bomb should have enough time to plant. Even if they do lose this round, this will be a little bit extra cash being invested into their accounts. That's definitely a good situation to be in for Elevate here. Oh man, Jeppa, once again, with the SA-58 he picked up, that was a good idea to trade that out. Has the range on it, and he's able to win that gunfight and defuse a bomb, which means Invictus will be tied up here versus Elevate, 1-1. That bomb plant, though, still coming in big for Elevate, as it does help them with the cash situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the play for Elevate there. Like, again, I don't want to call it an ego peak, but I mean, he had, under half HP. And you're already on your own server, and I feel like, when the bomb is planted like that, he probably could have just played for the bomb rather than holding that aggressive angle. That could have been probably better executed by Elevate for the round, but regardless, they still made that very close, and Invictus did force as well, so I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was kind of bound for them to win that round either way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, best case scenario, you would have won, but dang, did you do a lot. You got 2 players down, you got the bomb planted, you did quite a bit, man. Speaking of doing quite a bit there, Pre-doubling up with the MP, or the M4 in hand. There's no P in that, and he's getting the 3rd right there, and Akira's going to put him out of his misery before he's able to do any more damage to his team, but it's Vulgrant catching him with his knife out behind, and Invictus takes the lead up by 1 here.
And yeah, I mean, as of right now, Invictus, yeah, again, taking the lead. We're going to see the first full buy coming out from both teams here coming into this round right here, round number 4. And the question is, what does Elevate got planned here? They only need to get 3 more rounds on the board to dictate, assuming that they lose this map, they'll be able to dictate the server coming into map number 3. We're seeing a lot of nades being thrown over towards mid, but as of right now, nobody on the side of Elevate here, and Invictus putting quite a bit of mid presence. Despite the fact that there's no one here. We have 5 players stacked up over towards B long, and it's going to be these side players that have to deal with the B long push. And we have Mixage playing over towards the vents as well. Jeppa holding this head glitch on the site. and Elevate. Looks like they're going for the Ven Hall push potentially. Mixage, you're gonna have to do some work here with this AUG in hand, but he's gonna get taken out from the space, right through the smoke. Sensor coming in, throw from Kitchen, he's able to double up and take out Legion and Reborn. But Akira comes in, what is that? Pre-fire through the smoke, takes out another one. That's 2 smoke kills this round, and Elevate down to their last man alive, and he's gonna get dropped. But man, I think we had 2 smoke kills that round on the side of Elevate.
Yeah, I'm noticing even with Invictus having the server advantage here, the Elevate is putting up just a little bit better of a fight than Invictus did in map number 1. And there can be many factors. I mean, I'm not saying Elevate is a better team than Invictus or whatnot. I'm just noticing that coming into map number 2. There's multiple possibilities. That is, they're more warmed up, they just played a map, they're on a map they're a little more comfortable on, or just getting a little more lucky here. So many variables. Mixage, speaking of that though, is going to be the first to strike. We'll see how big of a variable he'll be in round number 5 here. He's already found one. Jeppa picking up a kill there on Airy. Oh man, Sensor is just lined up to get a couple kills, but his teammate Mixage is going to take that other kill away from him. Tripping over my words today. Jeppa finishing off Legion, and they have extended their lead up here to 3.
And yeah, we did see the eco from Elevate in that previous round, and here we go with the full buy. The Euratio is coming out on the side of Elevate.
Interesting decision to pull out the ratio with the higher ping.
And that's where I feel like the Euratio works as long as you have the right playstyle around it. But Sensor opening up with a double over towards the mid area. And Airy, already all his teammates dropped. He's the last man alive with this Euratio. And maybe you can see if he can't find some exit frags. He is going to miss that first shot. And now he's going to have to deal with the player pushing him from Banana. And that's going to be Mixage. But yeah, he can't really react because of that ping difference. And he's just going to get dropped. Invictus taking a 4-round lead as we head into round number 7 here. And it's looking like Elevate gonna have to go for another eco. And as of right now, Invictus, they're doing a pretty good job of, at least dictating this map in their own terms. It's gonna come down really to how many rounds can they deny Elevate from getting.
Yeah, it is definitely coming down to that, because that's going to depend on who comes into map number 3. Again, assuming we get there with the server advantage.
Looking like Elevate. Gonna see if they can go for an execute here. Pre gonna get spotted out over towards lab, but oh, Legion with the pre-fire headshot gonna take him out. And as of right now, the man advantage is tied up for both sides. 3 players alive on each team, but the HP is favoring Invictus just a little bit more. A minute 10 on the clock. Sensor going to drop Airy, and Akira holding this close angle with a shotgun. Maybe you can see if he can't get a cheeky kill, but he's going to peek out and get dropped there. And Legion, last man alive, 18 HP to his name. And yeah, not much he can do. Volgren is going to take him out as he starts to get sandwiched. And as we head into round number 8, Invictus currently leading by 5. However, that eco round is going to be out of the way for Elevate, as they are going to be able to full buy now. And we'll have to see if they can, pull something off here. Money is looking great on the side of Invictus. They have $47,000 collectively as a team in the bank right now. So I don't think they're going to have to go on an eco anytime soon.
No, they should be
opening up with that first pick.
Volgren also getting a double there with the SG, coming up with a kill right after that first one. Jeppa gets dropped here by Reborn, trying to find another one, but it's going to be Sensor putting him down before he can do any more damage to his team. 5 rounds is the advantage Invictus has, and they're looking to try to take it to 6 here. And they do indeed, as Mixage picks up a kill there on Legion to finish off Elevate there in round number 8. Invictus leads by 7.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing a bit of a repeat from the last game. I'm pretty sure it was like 7-1 or something, wasn't it? In the last match as well.
I think it was, yeah. Well, going into the flip, I believe it was 10-2. Yeah, it was 10-2 going into the flip. I think it was something like 7-1. That was the first point they got around that time.
And there tries to peek mid here. He's gonna be full flash, but he still manages to find one. Volgren is gonna eat that flash as well, though, and he's forced to back up to site. Now the question is, what will Elevate do now that they've gotten mid control? They've gotten the pick that they needed. It's looking like they're maybe going to opt for the HQ push here. Pre going to have to do some work, but he's going to get smoked off, and he's forced to back out. Throws in the frag for some chip damage onto Legion and Surge. But he's unable to find a kill as of right now. Oh, actually, he does finally get that kill onto Surge with the pre-fire through the smoke. And all 3 players on the side of Elevate are, bunched up over towards mid. And it's looking like we're seeing Mixage going for the slow flank from Banana here. Maybe gonna see if he can, catch one of these players in the back. I think it is gonna happen here any second. Oh, Airy jiggling that, but he's unable to find the kill. Almost doubles up on a Legion. The damage is there, but not the kill, unfortunately, for him. And only 48 seconds left on the clock. Elevate's gonna have to make a move soon. They're still stuck here over towards mid. And Jeppa is getting impatient. He's about to, make his way over towards his mid peak here, it's looking like. And yeah, Reborn is going to peek right into his crosshair, and that is the bomb dropped. And now Legion is going to have to deal with both of these players holding that bomb. And only 28 seconds and 27 HP to his name. I don't think that this is a winnable round for Legion. I mean, they're holding a pretty good setup here. And yeah, Pre going to take out Legion. And Invictus securing that 7-round lead heading into round number 10. Invictus is definitely looking to, take this in their favor.
Yeah, again, you're having a similar situation like you did in map number 1. It's coming down to ping, unfortunately. I mean, there's such a big difference between both of these teams, and that's how it falls. I mean, when you sign up for a semifinals or you're signing up for a tournament and you're going to be playing teams from different regions, you know that coming into it, you're going to have a matchup like that, and this is the matchup that we've had. For both these teams, they knew they were probably going to have a matchup like this at some point during the tournament. It's just unfortunate that you've had it in the semifinals and you've come all this way, and it's really just back and forth like this. I mean, it's really going to come down to who has server advantage coming into map number 3. That's what it's coming down to here. I mean, Invictus is up by 7 here. They're looking to try to take it to 9. There's a player down here already on Sinzor getting 3 kills right there. Jeppa is really flashed. He's trying to get out of that, but he's not going to be able to. There's a 4 kill coming in from Sinzor as he finds the kill with the frag. He gets the quad, but he's not going to be able to grab the ace. There's only one player left alive here for both teams. It's Pre versus Eerie here. The bomb has been planted. Team Elevate is trying to put another point on the board. All they need to do is get 3 more points, and they will be able to decide what server coming into map number 3, which will obviously give them the advantage. Bomb slowly ticking down. Eerie knows the situation he's in. Pre has the advantage here. He does have the SG, or at least weaponry-wise, he has the advantage. He's going to stick that defuse. He thinks he's coming from the other angle, and that's going to be an easy headshot there for Pre. Totally uncontested. An easy headshot for Eerie. Pre was the one who wasn't paying attention to that specific angle. 8-2 here. Invictus is now, once again, only leading by 6.
Yeah, take a look at these stats on screen for Airy. A total of 18 maps for him, 66% win rate and 1.26 KD, and usually takes on the role of support / lurker, occasionally sniper as well. A pretty strong performance overall from Eerie here. And Elevate currently down by 6, but they really only need 2 more rounds in this game. Vulgar gonna be peeking Belong, able to double up, can't find the triple, though Legion is gonna trade him out there. And bomb is dropped towards Belong. That's some information that Invictus needed to, maybe secure this round. It looks like Jep is going to be wrapping around events. He's going to have to deal with the Legion and Surge here over towards the Belong area. Able to find the first pick onto Legion. And since they're going to drop that pick onto Surge as well. Akira, last man alive over towards the A site. And Priest push up in this corner. I don't know if Akira clears them here, and he does not. Invictus looking to maybe secure that 10-2 half, just like in the last game. Getting a little bit of deja vu here.
Yeah, exactly. Again, Elevate only needs to get 2 more rounds on the board, and they will be able to choose the server coming into the next round. However, on the flip side, if Team Invictus is able to hold them here, they're going to have the server advantage coming into map number 3, which is going to give them. I mean, what we've seen, a huge advantage. Having the server advantage has been huge. I mean, we're talking big digit leads here. Doubling up with the SG enhanced team. You can find a third as he rotates around here back towards his A site. Legion's gonna see if he can catch him off guard. Pre just doesn't have enough time to get it. Eerie lands a headshot on Papa's top leg. Soda Pop. They're trying to move back here. Sinzor is flashed, but it quickly dissipates. The bomb has been planted by Eerie, the last player left alive, and he's got a lot of players to contend with here. It's definitely going to be difficult for him. Yeah. Not much you could do there in that situation. Low HP. Multiple coalitions to contend with. That bomb has been defused, and like you said, a little bit of deja vu coming into the flip. The team with the server advantage up by 8, 10-2. Invictus here now on the breach side. Team Elevate on the coalition side.
And yeah, I mean, if you are Invictus right now, you gotta win this pistol again. Just like in the last half, if you win this pistol, you can guarantee, that what's it called? That round advantage.
Exactly. Overlay will be updated here in just a moment, folks. Team Invictus is on the breach side.
Yeah, it's looking like all Deagles coming out from both, actually almost all Deagles. Looks like Mixage is the only one with a P250. But for the most part, we have a full Deagle buy coming out from both teams. And maybe Invictus gonna make their way slowly over towards the A site. It's gonna be Akira to deal with them with this Deagle here. Able to get a tag on a Volgran, but not a kill. Going for some spam kills as well, and now he's gonna opt to back up and see if he can't, get a reload in real quick. Trades are coming out. As of right now, Elevate doesn't have the man advantage, and just when I said that, Surge is gonna tie it up for them. And only 42 seconds on the clock. Invictus, they've secured the bomb, and I think maybe they're gonna rotate. Yeah, they do have that player lurking over towards vents, and that's gonna be some huge information. And yeah, Mixage finding that pick. Volgren doubling up towards Intel as well, and Invictus has just made it 11-2. And honestly, this could very easily be 13-2. I mean, Invictus could just straight up, just shut it down from here and guarantee their round advantage.
Yeah, and that's obviously going to be the best case scenario for them, as they will have the, like I said, as we've said so many times at this point, the server advantage coming into map number 3. Watch, they have the
Elevate
server
does not want that
advantage
to
coming
happen,
in.
though.
No, they definitely don't. But I'm just like, watch, they have the server advantage coming into this, and Elevate still wins it at map number 3. It's kind of funny how that sometimes that works.
But yeah, we have a full buy coming out from Elevate. At least everyone has bought, assault rifles. One of them rocking the shotgun. But Invictus really they can't afford to lose this round. They're able to get that opening pick onto Reborn. And looks like the bomb is going to be towards the vent hall. As of right now, they still could take this anywhere. I guess they're waiting to see if they can't find any more picks. There's finding a second pick. And Jebba's made his way through the vents. He's able to drop Airy. And Invictus is looking like they're going to pick up this round despite the fact that Elevate forced. And this isn't looking good for Elevate. As Akira's the last man alive, he's going to try and save this gun maybe. Or maybe go for some exit frags at least, but he can't even do anything. And Elevate, I mean, they just forced. They're not going to have the money coming into this next round. Maybe they can force again somewhat. But like, the money just isn't there for them. And I mean, Invictus, they're ready to close this out. We can see they're dropping their burst. They're not even going to bonus. They just want to close it out right now. If they can win 13-2, they just guaranteed their server coming into store for map number 3.
Exactly.
So this is a really huge round for Elevate. We'll have to see if they can't pull something off here. It's looking like Invictus bunching up towards B long once again with the bomb. They have 4 players over here. And it's going to be Reborn sitting in the smoke with the shotgun. Maybe going to see if he can't find a cheeky kill, but he's going to get dropped. Surge holding this vents angle with the shotgun as well. But as of right now, Invictus, they do have, 1 pick. They have the player advantage. It's just going to come down to how they're going to play this out. As of right now, they're probably waiting out the utility before they decide to make a move. Still a minute on the clock. Plenty of time for them to do something here. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a miracle for Elevate to, stay alive in this game. Surge going to eat that flash in the face, and Pre's just going to come in here and take him out over towards vents. And just like that, I don't know if this is looking for Elevate. Legion able to find a pick on a sensor there, but Airy can't find the kill. Pre doubling up this round. Akira able to drop him. And Legion, last man alive, only 6 HP, but he's going to get dropped in Invictus. They did it. They actually kept their own advantage. I was so wrong with my prediction coming into this map. I thought that Elevate would have put up more of a fight, but I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, we were both of us were thinking it was going to be a little closer coming into Bureau, but no, that's not the case at all. They just were not able to put anything together here on this Elevate side. The ping advantage was just too much for Team Invictus. We were all tied up, folks, here coming into this map number 3. We will see what happens in map number 3. Invictus will have the ping advantage, so that will definitely help them coming into it, but maybe Elevate will surprise us. We shall see here. We will be right back after a quick break, and we will be almost ready to hop into map number 3 after that. See you on the flip side. Yo, 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 what is going on, mobile esports fans, and welcome back to the semifinals here for the Embers of Victory tournament. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by Mantis. We are about to hop into map number 3 here of this best of 3 series between Elevate and Invictus. Currently, they are tied up 1-1 here, but it's more been so the battle of the servers rather than the battle of the players. Because of map number 2, we are going to be going into Invictus-sided server playing on the map of Soar. Before we hop into that though, Mantis, how are you doing? We've casted 2 matches so far. What are your thoughts about what has happened?
You know what I mean? Like you said, it's really a big server battle. I don't know how I feel about SOAR being the decider because, again, I feel like that's typically such a, coalition-decided map. And the fact that we're not going to have, even servers for both teams, they're probably going to see, I'm predicting a pretty solid sweep by Invictus, especially if they can start on the coalition side.
Yep.
I think they're probably just going to take this one home pretty quickly. That would be my guess, at least.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you on that so we can have some caster's curse come in and we have a close game. That's what I want to see happen. So I'm going to agree with you on that one and fingers crossed for a close game. But I mean, yeah, I mean, with the caster's curse withstanding, that's just kind of how you're leaning. I mean, we saw on map number 1, huge advantage to Team Elevate. They held Invictus to only 3 rounds won. And then what surprised us coming into map number 2 is Invictus held Team Elevate to only 2, which we were thinking they would be able to get maybe at 4 or 5 coming into just the way Bureau is, on the coalition side to be able to get a couple more rounds to your name, but they were not able to do that, and because of their failure really on the side of the or on map number 2, Invictus gets the server advantage coming into map number 3, which really gives them, from what we've seen for the last 2 rounds, 13-3 and 13-2, a huge advantage for Team Invictus coming into it. And you can already see it in the chat that that's definitely what they are. Definitely the way they're leaning. I mean, you got 47% in favor of Invictus. You still have 30% going towards Elevate, and surprisingly 23% with the hard to predict. I guess they heard us do the caster's curse, and they're voting for a hard to predict now because they know I say something and it goes the exact opposite way. So maybe you're betting on that. It's probably not a horrible idea. But I mean, really, it's hard to, again, too much to talk about individual play. I've seen some nice plays from Mixage. I've seen some nice plays from Vulgrant, from Pre, but again, it comes down to ping. It's hard to judge a player based on what has happened because you have a ping advantage or a ping disadvantage. And again, it's just is what it is. You can complain about the matchup or whatever, but these teams knew it was going to happen before they got to this point when they signed up for the tournament. That's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with an Asian and EU region tournament. You're gonna have some matchups which get a little weird, which is why we do a best of 3. It's a better way to even the odds. Just having one round wouldn't necessarily be fair, so we do 3, and that way you get the best opportunity to win, or at least your best opportunity to show how skilled you and your team are. But I mean, did anybody else really stand out to you, Manthus?
I mean, honestly, I'm not really looking at the players. I would say more as a whole. I think Elevate didn't start off the best, in my opinion. And I noticed there were some rounds definitely where they probably could have won, and I felt like they took gunfights and challenges they didn't need to. We had some post-plant scenarios where they probably could have just played better for time, and instead, they were taking the gunfights, which, it's like when you don't have the ping advantage, you probably want to try to avoid that. It's better to just run down the clock in that situation, and I feel like Elevate could have guaranteed a couple more rounds on the board, and I don't know if it was like a confidence thing or something. It was pretty early on in the game too, because they picked up a round pretty early on, and maybe because of that they were thinking, okay, we got this, we only have to win 2 more rounds.
Yep.
And maybe it was a confidence thing, but I definitely think if Elevate played that smarter, they probably could have guaranteed themselves a couple more rounds. Obviously, again, it is pretty hard for them to do a whole lot considering it's not their server in the first place. And so that's why, if it were me, I would be playing a lot more cautious rather than, sort of being a bit, I guess you could say, screw loose and just like doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you have a situation that's potentially winnable, just try and guarantee that win instead of going for the risky play.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, and we'll see. If Elevate will do that coming in here to map number 3. Soar is going to be an interesting map. Like I said, it's very coalition sided. You're going to have that ping advantage or ping advantage for Invictus, a ping disadvantage for Elevate. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, folks. Let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below. But while you're waiting, I hope you are enjoying your shaker full of G Fuel. And if you're not, now is the perfect time to go ahead and pick up some G Fuel, the amazing product that is G Fuel. And you can use code esportsmobile at checkout for 10% off your purchase at gfuel.com. That's right, 10% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com by using that code esportsmobile at checkout. All you got to do is head on over there, choose what products you want. And by the way, that's anything on gfuel.com. That is any product at all on gfuel.com. Tubs, shakers, 3-packs, even some merch. You can use that code at esportsmobile to go ahead and get 10% off your entire purchase. Not only do you save some change on the amazing product that is G Fuel, but you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. That helps us keep the lights on. That helps you bring you bigger and better tournaments, bigger prize pools, and of course, better animations, better overlays. All the stuff you've seen upgraded here on the stream compared to the last tournament we did has been brought to you by all of our amazing partners here, G Fuel being one of those. Again, you can utilize code esportsmobile at checkout to get 10% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com. All right, folks, we got a few more minutes before we are ready to hop into map number 3 here. So stick around. Don't be going anywhere. Map number 3 is still happening, but you got to get everybody into the room. Might have a couple subs coming in, might be doing something. Maybe somebody on Elevate lives closer to the server that is going to be taking place, or that Invictus is home turf. Maybe you're trying to get that sub in, or you're just taking a little bit of time to get your recordings done. Not quite sure what's going on behind the scenes there, but we should be ready here in just 4 or 5 minutes. Let us know your predictions down in the comment section down below once again, folks. Curious to see what your thoughts are on that. Let's go ahead and pull up the bracket just so everybody can see what we've been through. 64 teams started here in the tournament, and we have just narrowed all the way down to just 3 remaining. And we're gonna have 2 remaining here soon. Team Sentinel versus Team Rain played yesterday, or Team Rain versus Team Sentinel happened yesterday. You can check that as a video on demand here on the Mobile Esports YouTube channel after this stream is over. Map number 2 port was a lot of fun. Whoever wins this today will be going against Team Rain here in the finals. Folks, we got about 3 minutes until map number 3 is ready, but before we have map number 3 take place, we want to show you the new Mobile Esports web application. It is fantastic. You're going to love it. Here's a quick video introducing it.
Hello everyone, I am Kryptonite or Crosby. Welcome to another mobile esports video, and this one is a very, very exciting mobile esports video, and it is the web app that we have developed, and we are bringing it to you so you can do a whole bunch of really, really cool and very useful things on either the computer or your mobile device as well. So previously we've been using the Mobile Esports Discord bot, and that's been handling a whole bunch of things like registrations, editing teams, as well as viewing a plethora of tournaments that we have and any other really, interesting stats or images such as brackets. All that used to be handled by the Mobile Esports bot on Discord. Now, like I mentioned, the Mobile Esports web application can do all of that. So all you gotta do is head over to the sign up page, and you can sign up via Discord. So it has a Discord integration, or you can, well, like you saw there, you can register as well. Very, very cool information that you can see, such as the tournament information. You can see on the left-hand side here, you can see match, team, and player profiles, which include various statistics, all in a very clean and easy navigation style, I guess. It's not really anything too difficult. As you can see, search terms, bam, you get your team. You can take a look at their profile, you can take a look at their stats. Very, very clean, easy to use, and very, very intuitive. You can also view region-based stats. So if you're looking at SA, NA, EU, AS, whichever it is, you can see region-based stats as well. Tournament brackets are also there, as you saw a little earlier in the video. Another cool, really, I guess, not just cool, but very useful thing like I mentioned before, you can actually also, you can edit your team, so you can invite players, you can, well, I guess you can give them the boot, you can view leaderboards, and you can also view blacklisted players. That way you know if it's a good fit for you or your team. Oh, and another cool thing, you can edit your tag, as you can see here. But that's all I got for y'all today. I know it's a whole bunch of information, but I really do think that this is going to be an amazing step for mobile esports and for the mobile gaming community as a whole. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hit that notification and like button, and we'll catch you soon. Peace, peace.
Thank you so much for Crosby for putting that video together, and thank you so much to the Mobile Esports team behind the scenes that put that Mobile Esports web application together. It brings all the amazing features from the Mobile Esports Discord bot and brings it into a very user-friendly application on your smartphone or computer. I mean, it is really amazing to see what the team has done with that. If you're, of course, new around here, head over to the Mobile Esports Discord server. There is a chat where you can find a team, get yourself a team, get registered so you can play in the next tournament and get yourself familiarized with the web application and the bot. Cyber, that's what we want to do too, man, but we got to let the teams do what they got to do. We want to start the match as soon as possible, but that's not the way the world works, unfortunately. With that being said, though, I believe we are ready to go ahead and hop into it so we can get rid of our semi-attractive faces and get on here into map number 3, which is going to be on the map of Soar, currently all tied up here in this series, 1-1. This is the third and final map here of this best-of-3 series. Whoever takes this gets all the bacon. I hope they like bacon, and they will be heading over to the finals match versus Team Rain.
Yeah, I mean, we got Sword coming in for map number 3. Again, it's going to be Invictus's server because they did end up getting the round advantage after finishing off 13-2 in the last map. And so, I mean, the cards are pointing in Invictus's favor, but again, I also like to think that Sword is kind of a wild card map just because it's not played often. I feel like Sword and Village are the two most underplayed maps. And so it's like sometimes, you know, maybe if one of the teams has practiced a lot, you never know. It could go either way. But as of right now, you know, the ping is not looking like it's favoring Elevate, but you never know. Maybe they have the experience on Sword that Invictus is lacking. We'll have to see how they play this out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the experience could outrank the ping, but normally that's not the case. But we'll see. Again, we've both had our predictions. Hopefully, Caster's Curse is going to come in, or I guess I should say, hopefully, Caster's Curse isn't going to come in. So Caster's Curse does come in. We have a very, very close map number 3, folks. We're just about to go ahead and get on into it. The knife round is taking place. We're deciding who's going to start out on which side. I mean, ping advantage wise, you kind of got to give this slight edge over to Invictus. If they win, do they go ahead and take the breach side? They do have the ping advantage. Think you put a few more points on the board, then you go into the coalition side, which again, this map's typically more coalition sided. Or do you go ahead and take the coalition side if you win, get yourself a nice cushion, and then go into the breach side and just go ahead and put the icing on the cake? I guess we're not doing, or are we live into the...
I don't think this is live. I'm pretty sure they were just messing around. If this is live, I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
maybe
live,
one
folks.
of them just shot some by accident, so they had to restart the knife round.
Yeah, okay, so we're doing the knife round now. The knife round is happening now. Yeah, okay, that was a little odd.
Yes, this will make a lot more sense coming to this knife round. We were a bit thrown off there for a sec, but, you know, this knife round is going to come in here. And again, I mean, Elevate won't have the ping advantage come into the knife, but if they can manage to secure coalition side, they might have a good chance of starting off strong.
Oh, but it
looking
looks like it's going to be Invictus.
on top.
Invictus getting to decide which side they want to start on here, and Invictus is going to start on the CT side. They're going to start there and try to get themselves a big old lead, good cushion before they go into the flip, and then just put the icing on the cake and move on into the finals versus Team Rain. We're going to see what Elevate has to say about it. Maybe they need to drag Invictus on over there to the pool, stick their heads in there, and don't let them up until the bubbles stop. We'll see if they can do that or not. Map number 1, or map round number 1 in map number 3 is underway right now. Let's do this, folks. Akira Popping around the corner with P250 in hand, about to get a kill, and does indeed find a kill there on Vulgrant. Some pre-fired shots coming in there, throws that out, and is going to go ahead and pick up that Deagle, heading over here towards Mixage. So what they decided to do.
Elevate. That kind of ended a lot quicker than I was anticipating, but they did manage to pick up that first storm, and already, without a doubt in their mind, they are forcing off the rip. They want to see if they can secure any advantage that they can.
Yeah, Elevate once again winning that eco. Might be surprising Invictus just a little bit, but they won the eco on map number 2 as well, or the round number 1 pistol, not the eco, excuse me. Invictus ended up winning the eco round after the pistol round in map number 2. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. Jeppa with a Deagle in hand, see if he can find any cheeky breach popping around the corner. Legion's going to be first to strike, finding Jeppa, but Sins are quickly trading him back out with that refrag. Akira getting a kill there on Vulgrant. You know, Akira, even with the ping disadvantage in map number 2, really played well. You can already see playing strong here in map number 3, trying to get to 3K, but he's not going to be able to. Has to pop the reload, and Mixage takes full advantage of that. 1:07 left here on the clock now. The bomb is working on being planted over here on the A site. We got Pre and Mixage who are going to be coming up and trying to defuse that bomb, defuse the situation here. Unfortunately for them, though, Axis is able to pick up that kill there on Mixage, and it's all up to Pre now.
He is able to secure a gun, at least, so, you know, it could be possible for him to pick this up. Axis not looking too good on the HP, so should be a kill for Pre if he places cards right here. It looks like he's lagging a little bit, I can't really tell. He's just struggling to make his way onto the site there. I don't know, that kind of looked like lag on my end. Again, you know, we are playing with a huge server disadvantage for Elevate, so that might have just been some lag there on his end. As big as hearing the ping here, yeah, a lot of these players are lagging right now. You know, over 200 ping for pretty much everyone. So, but as of right now, we're looking pretty strong on the side of... Actually, wait, I just realized I was extremely incorrect. I thought that it was Invictus who was I thought it was Elevate lagging, but it was actually Invictus. So that's kind of interesting as to why that player was lagging there. But take a look at these stats on screen. Soar, Invictus has played a once and one. As for Elevate, they have 0 maps on Elevate in their, at least for Elevate Asia team, they have 0 playtime on Soar for tournament experience. So it should be interesting to see how they're going to start this out. They are already starting off pretty strong considering it's not even their own server. So I think they're obviously performing fantastically for no previous tournament experience with this lineup on Soar.
Yep. Oh, and playing in the on the breach side, which on a typically more CT-sided map, they're not doing too bad here to start out. Here in round number 3, already have the man advantage. Sinzer actually going to put the man advantage in his favor as he picks up a quick little double kill with that log. Frag coming in, going to force him to back up just a little bit. Probably going to need to pop the reload. Sinzer goes down to the hands of Axis. He's going to push his ace site right now. Jeppa's going to catch him off guard with that HK, but no, it's actually Axis catching Jeppa off guard with the better placed crosshairs. Oh man, that McLaren going to get damaged there. Axis, why you got to do that? The insurance claim on that's going to be nasty. He did pick up the kill there on Mixage. Vulgrant trading him out, getting the refrag. He's now down to a 1 versus 1. Akira planting that bomb. Vulgrant very, very low on HP here. He's got to be careful because he can easily get dropped. And Akira has no problem finding that kill on him. It's 3 rounds in favor of Elevate Phoenix here on Invictus's server. Man, is that Caster's Curse already coming into play here? I know it's early on, but 3 rounds in Elevate's favor. That's not a bad situation to be in. So already more rounds than they had in map number 2 combined.
You know, they're definitely starting off a lot stronger. We can see Akira's stats on screen right here. A total of 59 maps played for him and a 67% win rate. He has taken the role of the in-game leader, which does explain the lower KD. I know usually the IGL seem to have a lower KD ratio than the rest of the players, but just as I said, that he opens up with a 2-piece entering for his team. As his opponents are on this eco round. Mixage with the shotgun here. Axis actually tripling up there. Legion gonna find a pick as well. And Ares gonna close off that round. But yeah, I mean, Elevate, they're looking really strong. Taking the 4-0 lead. I mean, like I was saying before, sort kind of a wild card map. Maybe Elevate has just practiced this map more. I know they don't have any tournament playtime on it, but they could have a lot of, practice with scrims and just doing team practices on this map. But, obviously, I'm not trying to curse anything, but we'll have to see how this is going to play out. But so far, they're starting off really strong. And taking a look at the minimap, it looks like Elevate left the bomb in spawn. That's kind of an interesting decision. I don't know if that was miscommunication or what. Legion opening with a pick, but now that they have basically, forced the rotation, they don't even have the bomb on them, it's looking like. It's just going to be stuck all the way in the back of elevators. Finally, I think Akira is going to make his way for that bomb. But I think maybe Elevate, at this point, they're going to have to deal with an over-rotation on the side of A if they do end up committing to the site. So I don't think they're going to opt for it. And yeah, it's looking like Akira's going to take that bomb over towards B while the rest of his teammates still stick around this pool area. Mixage going to have to deal with both of these Elevate players as they eventually push him towards mid. He's going to drop down, give away his position, able to find one, but Cal going to trade him out there. Volgren peeks out here and finds a big duel here, able to find one before he's forced to back up. As of right now, Elevate has the player advantage, and they should... It looks like they're going to ultimately opt for A-side, and Legion finding another pick as well. Jeppa, last man alive in this 1v3 scenario. And he's really got to give a round for Invictus here. The nade coming out, but man, he's going to drop literally at the worst time. And he's just going to get timing there. Elevate taking the 5-0 lead. They're lagging, and I don't know, something seems different. I mean, last map, they were getting destroyed 13-2, and now, even though they're still not on their own server, they just seem a lot more confident on this map.
Yeah, they seem a lot more confident, and they are definitely showing it here. Up by 5 so far, very early on, but dang, was not expecting this coming into it, man. Caster's Curse, I swear, it is a real thing. I mean, I think there is an entity out there whose name is Caster's Curse, and it just goes around messing with all of us here. Elevate Phoenix up by 5 so far here in map number 3. We'll see if they can take it to 6 as they pop around the corner here. Legion about to push in. It's going to be Sinzer versus him. He's going to throw a frag grenade in and try to soften him up before he pushes that corner. I thought Sinzer was actually about to push out there, but he stays disciplined and sits there in that corner, knowing the spot where he could be at. No need to push and expose yourself too much. Mixage, you're going to be opening up there on Cal, getting hit there by that Omega Beam. Trades going back and forth here. Man advantage is in favor of Invictus right now. And it's beginning to look like Invictus might be taking their first round here. Nice 2K with his AUG. There's only one player left alive here, who is Akira. We've seen some very impressive performance from Akira here at map number 3, as well as map number 2. Pushing around the corner here. Moving in slowly. It's just going to be him versus Pre. Pre looking at the wrong spot. I think Akira's going to catch him off guard. Does indeed. Quickly coming around the corner there. It's Jeppa catching Akira before he can go ahead and get grounded there. Elevate losing round number 6 there, and that's their first point on the board there for Invictus.
Yeah, but even, losing that, or winning that first round, it kind of comes at a cost for Invictus, because it sort of resets their bonus when it comes to the economy. And now look at how much money they have. All of them can't even full buy, good weapons and utility. And so if Elevate can pick up this round, that's going to be the dent in Invictus's economy that they need to secure. I mean, Elevate, I can't help but notice the change in their playstyle compared to the last map. They seem a lot more confident in taking these gunfights, and I feel like going in fast, that can kind of be the thing that sort of helps you out when you're lagging. And so I think they're really trying to take full advantage of, whatever they can. And I definitely like the fact that they're switching up the playstyle and seeming a bit more confident coming in these gunfights. It's definitely helping them, when they just sort of fly in. I guess it's catching Invictus off guard.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the case. You're catching Invictus off guard with the aggressive play, and for whatever reason, I don't know, it seems like the higher ping's helping them a little bit more than it was in map number 2. Volgrant finding a kill there on Eerie. 4v4 here. Ooh, Mixage finding one. Let's see if they keep on feeding him. Mixage pre-fires into find Kal-El, going back for the third, and he does indeed pick it up. 3K there for Mixage, mixing it up there in round number 7. There's only one player up to live. Access with the ratio. They know where he's at. They're about to pop him. Rushing him twice. Gotta be careful not getting the collateral there. Thankfully for them, they did not happen. 5-2. Elevate's lead has been cut down to 3.
And yeah, I mean, that would have been huge for Elevate. They could have picked up that round, but obviously, they still have secured a bit of an advantage. I would say, like, honestly, having 5 rounds already is good enough, in my opinion, for them. Like, they, obviously, if they get more rounds, would be huge, but getting 5 rounds on the breach side of this map, like, you're already looking pretty safe, I'd say, as you're ready to hop on the flip side. All Deagle by coming out from Elevate here, and they open up with a pick, and Mixage gonna eat that flash. He needs Axes in that smoke there. He's able to double up with the SG as well, but Callow refrags with the Deagle. So many shots coming through the smoke and stuff. The damage is there for both sides as they manage to even up the player spread. And Volgren is going to break that evenness as he finds the pick on the Airy. Both players over towards Pool on the side of Elevate. Deagle's in hand for both of them. They might be able to pick up some weapons if they can push up. As of right now, Invictus isn't really holding that. So they might be able to secure, some free guns that were dropped from those gunfights earlier. However, the HP isn't there for either of these players. I don't know if they'll be able to pick up this round. Sends their 40 HP as well, so I mean, one Eagle shot is all it takes to drop him. So I mean, if Elevate has the reaction time... Oh, but just I see that Akira gets dropped by the frag, the HP just isn't there for him. He's gonna get cleaned up by it, and Sens they're finishing the round with the pick on Khalil. And Invictus is starting to narrow the gap between, how many rounds they need to tie it up.
Yeah, Invictus working on bringing it back here. We could be going into the flip tied up, or maybe 7-5 for Invictus the way they're playing right now. But we'll see how Elevate plays this.
When the flashes come out, Senzer is forced to back up, but unfortunately Elevate doesn't really take too much map control. But actually, I lied. They are going to be able to push through. And Invictus, they're not really contesting ramp anymore. I know they've lost it a couple of times. Jeppa opening up with a ratio over towards Pool is able to drop Airy. Axe is going to trade him out, though. The frags are coming out on both sides. We've brought it down to a 3 versus 3 already. And it's looking like everyone on the side of Invictus is stacked towards the A side right now. They're pretty confident in the fact that this is an A push. Volgren able to find that headshot onto Axis, and that's going to be the bomb dropped over towards Pool. Legion able to find Pre, but they're going to have to deal with Volgren holding the stairs head glitch. Because, the bomb was dropped all the way towards Pool, and basically they have two options. Either rotate all the way around, or fight the players. And I don't know what they're going to do, but only 53 seconds on the clock, and Kella with 44 HP. There's not a lot of options he has right now. Oh, and he's going to get timing message there. I thought he was going to fight him there. And he's going to crouch under Sensor's crosshair. That crouch speed catches him off guard. Volgren, last man alive, 40 seconds on the clock. And Khalil has to go all the way for that bomb and still make a play. And I think Volgren is trying to wrap around, maybe see if he can get behind. Khalil throw him off here a bit. Oh, but Khalil with this gunshot, he's able to take him out. Only 3 HP to his name, and it's still going to be his kill. I was not anticipating that. I thought for sure Volgren, he could have played around the clock there. But the game sense from Khalil is just too high. He's able to bring that round back for Elevate.
Three rounds back to leading here for Team Elevate. Doing very well here on the server advantage that Invictus had. Coming into this, we were thinking could be totally different. Could be a lot more lopsided than it is, but we actually have a decently close game on our hands here.
Yeah, definitely. And off the rip, we're already seeing an even trade from both sides. As I say that, Pre's able to find another pick on the B site. I thought maybe Elevate we're going to see a bit of a B execute from them here. Legion able to frag and take out Pre. They're definitely showing some B presence here. I think Elevate should be able to secure a nice and easy bomb plant. Legion going to be battling Mixage. And we've brought it down to a 2 versus 2. It's looking like Elevate, I mean, this could go either way. Invictus does have to retake on the B site. They do still have a full set of utility for them. And yeah, Legion gonna get dropped there. Khalil is able to spot out Jeppa there, and he gets that easy headshot. And Sensor gonna walk into Khalil's crosshairs. He gets the double kill with the double headshot to clean up the round. Once again, Khalil coming in super clutch for Elevate. And take a look at his stats on screen right now. A total of 6 maps, and he has an 83% win rate. He's won 5 out of 6 with a KD of 1.31. And yeah, I mean, the last 2 rounds, he really came alive for Elevate. And I mean, it should have been probably 5-5. Instead, we have a 7-3 scoreline right now. And Elevate, they're looking super strong on this three-sided half.
Yeah, incredibly strong. I mean, you have to be very excited if you're an Elevate fan right now. You're coming into this, you're probably feeling a little rough. You just saw your team get 13-2 to map number 2. You know you're going to be having a Invictus server advantage coming into map number 3. But the performance you're seeing from there right now is just absolutely phenomenal. This is one of the situations I was talking about, I think at the start of map number 2, or maybe it was at the end, where sometimes having a high ping for whatever reason could go in your favor. I can't tell you why, but sometimes it can. And it seems like that's the case right now. I mean, not only is Elevate more awake, it seems, and just playing better, but maybe that higher ping is actually helping them. I mean, I have seen rounds like that. I mean, it could be the case. I'm not totally sure. We've seen a little bit of lag on the Invictus side, but I don't know. It's weird. Elevate is playing phenomenally, though. 3 players up to live here, or maybe I should say 2.2, as Kal only has a little bit of health left to his name. Mixage kind of in a similar spot. I think he hears those players on his left coming up, and he's going to try to reposition. He finds one, but gets caught trying to reload his gun, and he's going to get dropped. Bomb being planted here. That's a good amount of cash being dropped back into the pockets here of Elevate, but not really needing it as they go ahead and move on here into the final round before the flip. They got enough to go ahead and full buy. Invictus, kind of a surprise here. You win the 9th round. You start on the coalition side. You're hoping on traditionally a more coalition-sided map, but you're hoping to go ahead and take your lead up, give yourself a nice cushion, maybe even a 10-2 like you did at map number 2. But that's not the case. You have no cushion at all going into this. You're going to be trailing by at least 4 coming into this, potentially 6. And you're going to be on the breach side, which, again, is on a traditionally more coalition-sided map. We'll see what happens here around number 12, though. Axis about to push his corner here on Sinzer. At least I thought he was. He seemed like he was about ready to go. But no, he was just seeing if there's a player there. Kal is right behind him. They're ready to push this site if they want. They're waiting to see if they can go ahead and pick up an opening frag. We'll see if anybody on Invictus is a little too antsy and exposes themselves early. Sinzer thinking about popping that corner. We can see the breachers slowly beginning to move over here and stack up. They're going to rush in soon. They're just seeing if Sinzer's going to pop out here. Whoever the player this is. Of course, they don't know it's Sinzer. We do. Just saying they don't have wall hacks or turned on anything for anybody that doesn't understand the way the client works. Okay, Sinzer exposes himself, gives himself a little away, just shows him his tip of his gun. He should be able to give the call out to his teammates where they are located. Volgrid is going to be the first to strike, opening it up there on Legion. They're just playing this time here, 35 seconds on the clock. Elevate needs to go ahead and make their move sooner rather than later. This time, slowing down, here they go. Since trying to find one, taps a couple shots on Akira, but Akira's got the full automatic and it drops him without any issues. Does a little bit of damage to him, but not too much. Mixage popping over to make sure nobody's coming out on his left side, finds one, doubles up, goes for the 3 candidates. Mixage going to be clutching it up here for his team. Invictus. Round number 12 seems like it'll be going. It does no longer seem that it is going to Team Invictus here. They're only down by 4 going into the flip, but down by 4 on the breach side. I mean, Manthus, what do you think here? You got the server advantage, technically, but that doesn't seem to have really been helping them so far. And now you're on the breach side, which is a little more difficult to take these bomb sites. What do you think's going to happen here?
Honestly, it's hard to say off the rip, but I will say for sure that I think the faster paced gameplay is what's helped Elevate pick up those rounds, especially when they don't have the server in their advantage. I feel like, just camping and like if you're camping and holding an angle when you don't have the ping advantage, it's a lot harder for you to win that gunfight because, they can just pre-fire you, or it's just like, it's just a lot harder for you to win that when, it's like if you have the information, it's like you're probably not winning that gunfight. So I think that's why Elevate was, succeeding so much on the breach sides, because they were playing fast, they were playing confident. And so I have a feeling we're probably going to see a lot of aggressive play from Elevate on this coalition half. That's probably their best bet, so staying alive in this game. As I say, they were down to a 2v2 in the pistol round. The bomb is dropped over towards the pool stairs. Akira going to be peeking this, able to find Sensor. He's going to be swinging Volgren. Oh, and the jumping headshot. Oh my goodness, Akira just cleaning up that round for Elevate. That's going to be the ballsy play that I was just talking about. They need to keep doing stuff like this. This is Elevate's wild card right here, is the aggressive plays. These Ferrari peaks, this is going to be what ends up throwing Invictus off guard.
Can we see the scoreboard? I want to see what the scoreboard looks like. Akira has been going wild. There it is, 15-9. Most kills here in the game. Right behind, Mixage is right behind him with 13, but good KD for, I mean, all things considered. I mean, you're 15-9 in a server which you are not favored on, and you are doing phenomenal here in map number 3. Round number 14, Elevate winning that pistol round. They have the cash advantage coming into round number 14, which means they're probably going to go ahead and take this. Pre getting flash is going to get dropped by Axis quite quickly, but Sinzer coming up with the refrag right after that. Kyle going to put down Vulgrant, and Legion putting down Mixage. Elevate looking to extend their lead up to 6 here. This is going to be absolutely insane, folks. This is really a series we thought was going to be going to Team Invictus coming into this. They have the server advantage. I mean, we saw for the last 2 maps what happened when the team had the server advantage. It was an absolute slaughterhouse for whoever had the server advantage, but it is completely flipped here for map number 3. That is not the case at it is Elevate who's been dominating Invictus this entire time. Sinzer, one of the last players left alive here for his team Invictus, finds one, seeming to get the other, juking back and forth here. The bomb has been planted over here on top of the A site. Jeppa is the man who planted that bomb. He's got the deagle in hand. He's got to watch out players coming on his right and left. He's flashed. He's going to have to reposition. That might actually end up helping him. And Jeppa and Sinzer coming up with kills right there, but it's Eerie, the last player left alive here for his team, having a duel against Sinzer, but he catches him with his back turned to him, pops his top leg, soda pop, and they close that gap that they had created back down to just 4.
Yeah, I mean, Invictus, they really need to pick up that round. I think it was pretty vital for them. I mean, they have not been doing as strong as we would have been anticipating coming into this map number 3, especially with their own server.
Indeed. Sinzer's stats up here on screen. Only played 16 maps, but has a 75% win rate, a nice 1.23 KD ratio, and an overall rating here of 1.34. Sinzer playing big there, helping his team in map, or on side number 2 here in map number 3. Again, folks, this is map number 3 in this best of 3 series. Whoever wins this will be going on to face Team Rain in the finals. This is for all the marbles right here.
And yeah, Elevate, looking like they're on Eco Buy. Interestingly enough, they're going to be stacking everyone on the A site. Mostly pistols. They do have one shotgun, it's looking like. And unfortunately for Invictus, they haven't read the fact that they're stacked on A. Nobody has even went through mid yet, and I feel like they probably could have done that at this point, but it's looking like they're going to try and go for an A push ultimately. Only 47 seconds on the clock, so they don't have too much time to go for rotation play, even if they wanted to, and they're about to push into this Elevate stack. The question is, are they going to read it as a stack, or are they just going to catch a couple players and think, okay, we got the A site now? 33 seconds though, and Elevate, they're ready for this. Aries going to have to come in huge with this FP6 here. He's able to get the kill on the Sinzer. And Callow hiding in the corner and refrag him there. The trades are coming out, but Elevate just couldn't seem to find that round. They are able to drop 3 weapons off of Invictus, so put a dent in their economy, to say the least.
Invictus getting a little bit of energy here. Maybe they went downstairs, grabbed themselves some more G Fuel, and took a quick swig before map or side number 2 started. They've been playing totally different here on the flip. Now that they're on the breach side, they've won 2 out of the last 3, and they seem to be a little bit more alive. Like you mentioned, like Elevate was playing on the Coalition side to start a little faster. They were playing a lot faster, and that seems to be helping them.
Whoa. I saw Akira preemptively turning, trying to see if he could avoid those flashes, but it didn't work out in his favor. He's still going to get dropped anyways. It looks like Area secured an SG somehow, and he's going to be hopefully able to do some work, able to find a headshot on the Vulgrant there. That's going to be the bomb dropped. And if Legion can manage to secure a weapon, this could be a winnable round for Elevate. The sprays are coming through the smoke for Airy, but he's going to have to deal with both players on A side. He's getting flanked as well, it looks like. And yeah, he's going to get dropped by Sinzer and Legion in a 1v2 retake scenario. Both players kind of low on the HP, so I mean, this could be doable for Legion. He's able to get that kill onto Sinzer, and Jeppa, last player alive. Legion, unable to win the gunfight. Jeppa's going to take him out. Very low HP, only down to 18. But unfortunately, I think the ping just happened to favor Jeppa a little bit more there. I mean, Invictus, they were not looking good, but now they're looking to maybe close up, you know, the lead that Elevate has. Is we could be seeing a tie soon, head into round number 17. Again, Elevate, they are able to fool by now, so.
Yeah, I'm just happy we have a series or a map on our hand. I mean, this is actually fun to watch this time. I mean, the last couple ones were kind of difficult to watch slash cast. It was just a slaughterhouse for whoever had the server advantage. But right here, this is a lot closer. This is the critical ops that I like to cast, and I'm sure you like to cast as well, Manthus. I mean, this is close. This I feel like can go to either team right now. I mean, there's definitely a slight edge going on over here to team Invictus right now from just the last few rounds. But Elevate is still definitely in this, and of course they're leading here 2 rounds as we're here in round number 17. Meta 8 left on the clock. Axis has pulled down the ratio, seeing if he can catch this breach player off guard. He comes to corner, he sees just a few pixels, and that's all he needs to do to go ahead and execute that trigger pull. Jeppa loses his life to him. He's the first man to get dropped over here for Invictus, and they're about to push in here towards this B bomb site. They're moving in, and they're going to be cracking all of that Don Julio on the wall.
Looking like they're bunching up towards the B side. Invictus maybe looking to go for a B execute. We're going to have Legion and Cal holding down the B side right now. The smoke is going to come out for the Coalition spawn, and they should be able to cross the site. Cal going to eat that flash. He's still stuck on back site. The question is, do they clear him, though? He's able to find one before Vulcan trades them out. And Legion holding this bar head glitch. All the picks are coming out. Legion able to find a wallbang kill with the spam. And Axe is able to find that kill on the mix stage as well as he's rotating, trying to go for a flank play. And Volgar, last man alive, he's able to spot one of the players, but Axe with a headshot going to clean him up. And Elevate have managed to win this retake situation. That lurk play from the Invictus player, I don't remember who it was, but he got taken out there over towards the McLaren area. And that wasn't the play there, I'll say for sure. I think he went a little too quickly on that flank. He should have waited a bit longer if he was going to be lurking there, because that probably just cost Invictus the round.
Also, the round, Elevate retaking their lead back up to 3 here. I mean, it could go either way, but at this point, you got to be feeling good. If you're on Team Elevate, you just crossed that double-digit marker, and it's going to be interesting to see how Invictus plays this now, as sometimes once you cross that double-digit marker, the team that does, a team that's trailing by 3 or 4 rounds, it can kind of be a little bit of a kick in the gut. You're like, oh man, it's map number 3 in this series. You start losing the mind game. Invictus can't lose the mind game here. They got to stay strong. They got to keep playing. If they lose the mind game, it's going to go over to Elevate. Sins are going to just delete Airy right there. Airy was all over the place except where he needed to be. Legion getting that call out, knows it could be pushing through that doorway soon. Jeppa moving around over here. I thought he was going to have an altercation, but he decides to just go ahead and slow down and wait for that smoke to try to dissipate. A minute 4 left here on the clock. We are about to see the breach push in. Jeppa is poised to backstab once these players here for Invictus start making some noise over here. Actually, I take that back. They seem to be rotating down here towards Jeppa, and they're going to go ahead and push into the bomb site right here. Jeppa about to enter, waiting for the right moment. It's going to be Kal-El versus them. He's going to have to dodge these Omega beams, but he could do it and respond with a good old punch of his own. He's got 2 to 3 players that can do it right here. He's flashed. He doesn't indeed dodge that Omega beam. He gets dropped by it. Vulgar and Sensor getting kills respectively there as they push him, and that bomb is being planted.
Yeah, this is looking like a pretty losable situation. I mean, Legion probably going to be able to find some exit frags. Finds 2, but he's going to have to deal with that player on his left as well as the players on side. And I know he doesn't expect someone. He's not even bothering to clear Sensor. Legion able to find another one, but now the shots come out. And just like that, I mean, 6 HP, he's found 3 kills. I don't know how Invictus has given him 3. And now Legion, he knows he's being sandwiched from 2 different angles at once. So for some reason, Sensor wasn't peeking him. Okay, finally, Jeb was able to take him out there. I thought they were just going to give him sight. But yeah, Elevate still look at least rocking the 2-round lead, but I think they're gonna have to take an eco here and, you know, sort of, you know, let Invictus bring it a bit closer for a second. Seeing the Deagle buys coming out from them, a couple frag grenades as well, maybe help out with some chip damage. Once again, we're kind of seeing Invictus, you know, favor, you know, just playing slowly, seeing if they can't, you know, find some opening picks. Looks like Callow going to be rushing through, can't find any damage. He's going to get dropped by Pre off the rip, and now we have the flash coming out for his teammates over towards Pool. And Axe is trying to find a kill. He's able to get it on a mix age, and that's going to be a gun drop for him, and he's probably anticipating more players there covering the weapon, but there's actually going to be nobody else on the side of Pool right now. That's information he doesn't know though, so he's just going to be leaving that gun behind. It's looking like Invictus bunching up, maybe opting to go for a B execute here. Aries going to have to do the damage with his Deagle, able to find a tag, but he can't do much more than that. And Akira, last man alive. He's able to get a kill on the Jeppa. Oh, gets a double kill on the Pre. What is going on? This man's a Deagle Demon, but Vogel that up. I thought we were looking at maybe a potential clutch. I mean, the HP was definitely there for him to, you know, find that tag on the player on site and just execute that kill. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for Elevate. But again, they still did some huge damage to the economy of Invictus on that eco round. And I've seen that a lot. They've been doing that a lot. They'll still get like 2 or 3 picks and make it very close, at least to drop some weapons on the side of Invictus.
Round number 20 here. Invictus is just about to tie it up. They're so incredibly close. Is Elevate going to allow it to happen, though? Or are they going to go ahead and stomp on them, prevent that from happening, and just go ahead and roll into the finals? We're going to see here. I think this round is going to be very telling for what happens for the rest of this map. Number 3 here. 1:19 left on the clock. Axis has the ratio pulled out for his team Elevate. All SGs over here for Invictus. Pre giving away his location, knows there's at least 1 player on the side of A, probably 2. Legion moving over to try to reinforce his teammates as they know this is probably going to be an A side plant. Legion going to be working for this backstab. Axis still going to hold his angle here with the ratio. They're going to be pushing in. Sinzer thinking about moving down here. He's just waiting for his teammates. They're all positioned perfectly. That frag grenade goes over their heads. That flashbang coming in just a little too late. Sinzer's going to put down the Kira. Kal-El's right here in the corner. He's going to be having a battle versus Sinzer here. Pre finding area, and Sinzer is going to drop down. Kal-El, Jeppa putting on Legion. It's all up here to Axis with the ratio left in his hand. I don't think he's gonna be able to clutch this up. Invictus getting the bomb planted. That's gonna be some extra cash being invested into their accounts. Axis finds one. Jukes over here to his right side. See if anybody else will dare challenge him. They do indeed, but he doesn't have the shot. Jeppa drops him with that drop shot. We're all tied up here, folks. 10-10. Invictus has brought this back, and we have a game on our hands. Round number 21. This looks like we're gonna be going the distance. And if you told me in map number 1 that we were going to be going the distance here in map number 3, I probably would have laughed at you. Was not expecting that at all. I'm very, very glad that our caster's cursed little prediction worked there, Manthus. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we got a lot closer of a match here. And Mixage already opening up with a pick over towards the ramp area. And Elevate, I mean, I know they've been doing good with the aggressive plays, but I think they kind of just got to, you know, slow it down a bit here. They can't be affording to give up picks this early into the game, and I think Invictus is reading it. They're starting to play a lot more cautiously. A lot of them bunched up towards mid as well. I think we're going to see a B execute from Invictus on this round here. So, I mean, it's really going to come down to these 2 players on site. They're going to have to do some huge work. The flash comes out. Oh, the double flash actually... Oh, but Airy just can't seem to find the kill. He's going to get dropped by Vulgar. Mixage going to be taking out Legion as well. And they're going to find Kal-El even. And everyone on the side of LA just gets dropped in the time span of like 10 seconds.
And Invictus has taken the lead. What are you going to say, Manthus?
I would just say this is not looking good for Elevate. I mean, they have to eco now, as you can see. They're forcing up the shotguns. But I mean, if they don't win this round is going to be match point for Invictus.
Indeed. And if you're playing on the side of Invictus, you think you're going to probably try to push A, maybe through poolside. You do know they're going to be on more of an eco, or at least I think you would assume they're going to be more on an eco round based on the last few rounds you've won here in a row. Shotguns are a possibility to have been pulled out. Do you want to be contending with shotguns on the B site? I don't know. We're going to see if they think that or what's going to happen here. We'll see. This could be a round going to Elevate if they do push in towards this B site and they execute it properly. Invictus still has the momentum on their side. They got to be careful not to cross that fine line between cocky and confident. So they're definitely confident here, but if they cross over that line, they're just going to hand the advantage right back over to Elevate, and they're going to be walking home with the W.
Oh, and I think they're going to clear area here, yeah. Oh, he's still able to find a kill on the Pre, but area is stuck in the corner right now. Yeah, that nade is going to finish him off most likely. He's going to swing and get a little chip damage on the sensor before getting dropped. But as of right now, everyone said Invictus bunched up towards the pool area. Akira trying to find the kill with that shotgun. Gets some damage, but he can't find it. Kal-El with the shotgun, getting a pick once again. We're down to 2 versus 3, and I mean, Legion, if he can do some work with this SG, that's going to be huge for his team. Oh, but maybe the time he's going to come out, I don't know. He's able to find the player on site. Getting some wallbang damage on the player, but he can't find the kill, unfortunately. I think maybe he got a little nervous. He was getting overwhelmed there. Elevate couldn't pick up that round. They did, again, make it close, but they couldn't just seem to seal the deal. And we're looking at match point now for Invictus. Elevate, it's for all the marbles here. They're really going to have to do something differently.
Axis pulling out the ratio. I don't know if that's going to be the best decision. It's interesting. On the breach side, Elevate seemed to have the most success playing fast and playing aggressive. Since they've slowed it down, this is when they started to lose. Well, Accessed slowing it down there with the ratio. That's going to probably put the brakes on for those Invictus players over there on the right, or the left-hand side, that is.
You maybe
For
saw the flashes coming
V5,
off the rip there.
yeah. I'm quiet because everybody else is being quiet. I don't know what I'm doing. They're all just set up here. 4 Augs, 1 Sniper here on the side of Elevate. It's 4 SGs on the side here of Invictus. Mixes is going to drop down Kal-El. Going to prevent him from doing anything here around number 23. And hopefully for them, the rest of this series. Flash out coming in. They're going to be going towards his A side. Akira getting dropped. Or excuse me, Akira dropping Mixage there. Axis coming out of the corner, using the little pixels, but he doesn't have enough to find the kill. Jeppa and Pre getting kills respectively. And it's now up to Eerie to clutch this up, and that's all she wrote there. Jeppa finding the kill there on Eerie, the headshot. His pop getting topped. Or top getting, I don't know, something like that. Congratulations there to Team Invictus, making the comeback here on their server and taking the W over Team Elevate. They will be moving on to the finals to face off against Team Rain. I'm curious to see what the poll is. Over 200 votes here on the poll. 42% in favor of Elevate, 36% in favor of Invictus, and 21% to the hard to predict crowd. And I have to say, the hard to predict crowd, I was kind of like poking at before the map started, but you were right. That definitely went a little bit different than I thought it was going to go, but I'm definitely happy. Again, Caster's Curse coming in clutch right there. I'm pretty happy about this. Congratulations to Elevate, Invictus for taking the W over Elevate. Was a good map number 3 right there. I mean, that went a lot better, at least from a caster's perspective, than map number 1 and map number 2 did. What stood out to you, Manthus?
I mean, obviously that map number 3 was a lot more entertaining. I'd say it was closer, and it makes you wonder if Elevate was just able to pick up a few more rounds on Bureau. How do you think it would have? It makes you wonder, like, how do you think this map number 3 would have ended? Because I mean, they started off so strong, and it wasn't even their own. I wonder if they would have been able to close it out easier if they were playing on their own servers. But again, there's not too much you can do when you are playing with such a regional disadvantage. I still think Elevate put up a great fight in that
Oh, they
last
really
map.
did. I mean, yes, it's frustrating you're out of the tournament, you lost, but I mean, I don't think you can be too frustrated with your performance here on map number 3. I mean, you were playing with a 200 to 300 ping difference, or 200 to 300 ping on yourself. You're probably a 200 to 150 ping difference compared to all the players. You played very well. Only losing there by, what was that, 13 to 10? They did very, very well. The thing that I noticed, I think it was the last round, that round number 21, is Elevate seemed to play better when they were moving faster. And when they got over on the Coalition side, they had the first couple rounds where they played a little quicker, especially the first pistol round. But after that, they just slowed it down, and they started doing what the Coalition does best, and that's camping a little bit, sitting on those bomb sites, waiting for the breach to come to them. And that seems to be what ultimately killed them, is that Invictus was able to start playing a little quicker, a little more cheekily, and they just got the picks and the opening frags that they needed to go ahead and open up the bomb sites, and the snowball just started to form, and Elevate just wasn't able to go ahead and melt that down and bust it up, and it ultimately resulted in a win for Team Invictus here on map number 3. Again, congratulations to them for taking the W here in the semifinals. They are moving on to face Team Rain in the best of 5 finals here.
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably, if a player stuck out to me this game, I would probably say Kal-El on the side of Elevate. I know on the breach side, he ended up clutching like a 1v1 and a 1v2, I believe. He did really good as far as, giving Elevate some vital rounds that they needed on that breach side. So he definitely, he definitely came alive when the pressure was on him, when he didn't have the ping advantage, when he, the cards were against his favor, and he would still manage to pick up a couple of those rounds. I think we're about to see one of these clutches right here. After Legion gets dropped, he managed to clutch a 1v2 in this round. His teammate peeked out here, got dropped, and then Kala was able to spot the player here and managed to clean up with the 2-piece double headshot. And yeah, it's just like, The clutches like those are what helped Elevate just do so strong on that breach-sided half.
Yeah, it does. It does indeed. Again, congratulations to Invictus there for the W. Chat, we will be streaming the finals, map number 1 all the way through 5, hopefully coming up in the next few days. Subscribe here to the YouTube channel and join the Discord server to go ahead and get notified when we do go live and with the exact date and time for the finals match here. I think that's about all we got, except for this. Code Esports Mobile, which will save your 10% off at gfuel.com, and I'd recommend utilizing that code today to go ahead and get yourself some G Fuel for the next series coming up sometime next week. Again, the finals between Team Rain and Team Invictus. You can use Code Esports Mobile at checkout to save 10% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com. That's right, 10% off your entire purchase at gfuel.com, no matter what you're ordering, whether it's merch, some shakers, or just a little bit of everything off the website. Code Esports Mobile has you covered. You get the amazing product that is G Fuel for 10% off, as well as help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. Manthus, is there anything else you want to say before we head out of here?
I mean, honestly, I know the first 2 maps weren't too entertaining. That map 3 was a lot more interesting. It was close. I kind of wish Elevate would have won that, but I'll pull through. And obviously Invictus can move on the finals. I know, like Seti said earlier, if you guys join the Discord or turn on the notifications, you'll know when we are streaming the finals. It should be in the next couple of days.
Indeed. Once again, all the links are down there in the down thingy down below. Feel free to play down there and like, follow, subscribe, and do all the things, all the options that are down there. And don't forget to use Code Esports Mobile at checkout. Congratulations once again to Invictus for the final time. You are the winners here of the semifinals for the Embers of Victory tournament. You're going to face Team Rain in the finals. Sudden Death and Mantis signing out, and we'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.